Thank you so much. How are you guys doing out there? I'm here. I'm a little late. I have some high-level intel for you guys that, man, are they trying to block me? I don't know. I think I saw too much last night. Sorry, you know, for, it's morning, it's evening tea with Rion. So I have a little special show for you guys today. And, you know, let's be honest. I like to watch tarot or, you know, oracle cards at night. I like to put it on and I go to sleep. So what I did was I'm going to ask really gnarly questions. And this is why I'm getting blocked. So last night, I saw a bit too much in the scenes. I saw everyone's avatar. I saw their characters behind the avatars. I saw everyone's higher dimensional self playing, you know, interacting as their avatar. I saw the lower bardo in 4D. I saw the 4 or 5 layers that make up the fourth dimensional consciousness. You know, say it was 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4, 4.5. Imagine each of these realities is a different dimension of your consciousness. So I got to meet the version of myself which was existing in a certain polarity and who their friends were. I'm not going to go into that. Let's just say a lot of world leaders. I got to understand who our real avatars are. I got to actually stand in my angelic form in this per se party and walk through the party. I had people in the party know exactly who I was. What does it feel like being like an angelic walking through some sort of civilian world party in the lower dimensions? I got to feel my power and I got to feel what it feels like to really be an angelic, not only in someone's dream time, but in a reality matrix. I got to feel like what it feels like to be an observer. I was observing this whole reality and the players that are behind the scenes kind of, you know, that, you know, we all have understandings about, ideas about some of these characters, which we either like or don't like, let's just say, on the world leader level. I was literally walking through this party, interacting with all of them. Half of my face looked like I was in constant shadow. The other side of my face looked like it was on fire, like a light. I don't know. It looked like some Dragon Ball Z white light coming off the left side of my face. And as I was walking through the different galleries and I was being shown around this house with all these people partying on someone's birthday, I felt like a full-blown galactic officer, like interacting with the civilian population. Okay. So for many of you guys out there, imagine, you know, what you do in dream time. Imagine, you know, when you guys see stuff. All right, I see myself on a spaceship, or I see myself at a docking station outside Jupiter, or I see myself in an inner world or, you know, base, or I see myself in Luna operations. Here's the difference. I'm consciously in the physical plane monitoring it. It's not like it's something that's outside of me. The universe, the truth, and who you really are is always found from the inside out. It's always on the inside. What I can say is the observing function is necessary as far as galactic balance and protocols. Do I agree with some of the decisions that have been made on this planet? You know, I can tell you that there's a rhyme and a reason for every decision. I can tell you that if you guys have ever seen Jupiter Ascending, when the guy was viewing, when he was trying to kidnap that one girl, he was replaying the memory. It's called time dilation. So since all time is happening simultaneously in the upper dimensions, you as a light being can actually jump to a party that happened 4 or 5 days ago and walk through that party. If you didn't know that. Yeah, and literally the word wasn't even time dilation. I should have wrote everything down when I woke up. My higher self knows every single like vocabulary term of exactly what we're doing here at Time Core, or as some of us powerful angelic and indigos who chose to incarnate here in the physical plane of existence on Earth. to see some of these characters actually know exactly who you are, that was the weirdest thing. They know exactly who we are. Your soul is known on this planet. Your soul is known what polarity you come from. They know who your higher selves are. There is no cloak and dagger game outside of really 3, 4D. 5D and above is where we want to be. And I'm here to express that we're doing a great job. I'm also here to express next week's going to be huge. Okay? I can't say too much about some of this stuff. They didn't even want me to talk about what I've already shared with you. They're going to be start to show your higher selves. They're going to start showing you pictures of yourself, of who you really are, with some of these people that you think are in charge of this planet. And you're going to realize some of these guys you went to college with in this other dimension. Or some of these characters you actually know in the upper dimensions. So I just want you guys to give a heads up with that. Another thing I wanted to share was to accelerate our timeline once again. So I was gonna ask some very specific questions. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I know the music is cranking, right? I was going to ask some really specific questions, and I was going to pull some cards specifically on the Galactic Federation of Light. I was going to pull questions on all of those assets that are sleeping dormant right now. You know, you guys could be SSP officers sleeping in 3D and carrying out missions in 4D and above. And I don't know what this collective consciousness is doing per se of when they say someone's ready to wake up and actually have all their memories return. I'm going to go ahead and help and accelerate that for you in your consciousness so you guys can start asking some different questions. In seeding consciousness, us starseeds, indigos, and galactic officers, the main thing to understand is that we actually are the catalysts within ourselves, and with that light that we share within ourselves, we are actually the catalyst on this planet in the physical plane of existence. What you'll find is sometimes it's not the answer that actually shows that you're awake, it's the question. You know, it's like, imagine if 80% of everything you've ever heard you knew was hogwash, you knew was BS, and you start asking very pertinent questions about, for example, where certain bases are, where certain characters which existed in, say, the times of Tartaria, or before that, where some of these species are, where some of this leadership is. Why is there 8-foot guys on Trump's carrier? You know, when Trump was president, why is there 8-foot guys sitting on the Air Force One that you catch on camera? Why they got 8-foot giants sitting on the plane? What is this negotiation with the reptilians and the hybrid reptilians? What are the questions we need to be asking? So that's what I'm really, going to be asking with these cards. What I have for you guys, a little evening tea. It's my questions, and I'm telling you guys, when you guys start to walk in your power in these dream simulations, I don't know what to tell you. It's like, just as we know when we're born, the only people who are is sometimes ourselves, our parents, this illusion, right? This 30 frames per second with biological eyeballs, this stereo hearing, seeing in a limited light spectrum. No one talks about gamma. Gamma is how you lift off the ground. Gamma is how you move a tree with your energy hands. Gamma is how the original Spider-Man, that monk from the 1536 or 1600s, would pull himself up on a mountain or on a cliff. The original gifts that we had. And what triggered this for me too is listening to some of the new insiders on Gaia, when he started talking about the first thing that they taught us when we were kids in the SSP was to turn off our reptilian part of our brain. Right? So now this triggers some memories for me, like why would the first thing you have to do to have telekinetic powers is to turn off the reptilian part of your brain? Did you guys know that there are Dogons on this planet that never were crossbred with reptilians? Just throwing it out there. Some of you guys know, some of you guys don't know. Okay. What I'm trying to get to is, why is it that with our gene manipulation throughout time and space, why do we have to turn certain things off to gain some of our powers back? Why do we have to give up some aspects of materialism and the SimCity video game to remember who we truly are. What is this cause and effect function of what we have to understand about ourselves, about our bloodline, about our lineage, about the hybridization program that's been going on down here for 200,000 years. The different characters and stories that make up this game. Then you have these guys jumping back through time to fix timeline distortions that are 1,000 years in the future. You may be one of them. And we're interacting down here like civilian population, but we're not even from here. We're not from this time. That's why most of us indigos and empaths, we'd rather not interact on a very large way, you know? We're not huge fans of going into crowds, you know? We feel everyone's emotion, you know? Some of our empaths out there, we don't even need to drink alcohol or smoke anything. We can go to a bar, hang out with a bunch of people drinking alcohol. You feel buzzed after 15, 20 minutes. You're like, did I drink? I feel like I'm drunk. You're like, you didn't do anything. You drink a tonic water, but I feel drunk. You're empathing your environment. So let's go into some of these questions. I love you. I had to bring some like sternness because I was like, you guys, like I was like doing this since like 10 a.m. I'm like, you gotta make it, you gotta go. Your family needs you. I love my family. Australia, New Zealand, I love my UK, Scotland, everybody, US, Canada. Come on, everybody out there, chime in around the planet where you're watching, for now and for later. This straw that broke the camel's back has broken. The abundance is about to flow on this planet. The game plan and the mission statements that you each will individually have, you have been working on, some of you guys, for 10, 20, 30 years. If you're just waking up to your true purpose and what you want to do, the first thing to lead with is your heart. The second thing to understand is that how you would like to be treated? Right? The third thing you're going to want to understand is, what's the issue? What's the problem? How can we fix it? What's the issue? What's the problem? How can we fix it? What's the issue? What's the problem? How can we fix it? You don't need permission to fix other people's problems that are unconscious in the fact that they're creating them. You cannot fix, like Einstein said, you can't fix this level of consciousness with the same level of consciousness that created the problems. So just never go there. Just stay above the entire thing the whole time. You guys would have tripped out seeing, like, imagine seeing yourself at a party and they know there's angelics in the room and it feels like we're undercover DEA agents and they go, they're here. And like literally, it's not like you blend in. Like half of my body was like glowing in a 3-piece suit. And I'm like walking around going, nice to meet you. How are you doing? Awesome. How's that running? It was like a very strange thing to do that. And the reason why they gave me that snapshot of what we're doing is because I've been leaning very hard every single night on the collective consciousness and those puppeteers to make changes in a more efficient manner that actually frees human, mankind, womankind, this planet. I can't stare at this going in donuts any longer. So what's going to happen is this divine intervention, let's just say. This divine intervention is your upper dimensional self, the truer form of that fractality, right? Braiding its DNA into your avatar and bridging 2 or 3 dimensions simultaneously. Can you imagine remembering 15 lives worth of content that fast? Do you think there's anything or anyone down here that could touch you? You start dropping 5D content in a 3D. Let me explain, like real simple, what that's like. Imagine you're dreaming at night and you're an architect. You wake up in the morning in the physical plane of existence. You see buildings in dream time. You see inventions. You see design elements. You see fountains. You see all of these things in dream time. You wake up as an architect, you start drawing these things. You start breaking it down. You start figuring it out. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. No one in the physical plane of existence can compete with you. You're dropping down 4, 5, 6D sacred geometry, building constraints, and you're bringing it to the physical, bringing heaven to earth. You are doing this for the entire planet. So become that visionary. And that's for everyone. New, old, love you. You know what I mean? Troll, not a troll, I don't know. You're cool, you're a I don't know. I love you guys. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm staring at your world leaders like I'm undercover cop, going, why am I in this reality, staring at these guys? And they're like, well, you wanted to know who was behind this, and this, so they're all right here. And I was like, interesting. That's all I'm gonna say about this. But I'm here to tell you, like I always told you, there are no secrets on this planet. There's no one getting away with anything that's not known. Just letting you know. Okay, so let's pull some cards. What do you guys want first? You guys choose. We got the unicorn deck. You know, I'm not gonna, we got some unicorn, baby. What do you want, unicorn? Or we got some star dragons, you know? We got some dragons, we got some unicorns. Or we have my favorite, we have the Ascension Tarot deck, right? And I'll show you guys some cool new stuff. You know, let me see if I can read this. Dragon energy, dragons. I'll see, you're my people. My dragon people. You know? Don't be mad. Dragons first. Okay. Unlike some readers, I'm going to ask different questions. Like, when are we going to replace your higher selves? Just kidding. All right. When are we taking your higher self's job? That's all I want to know. Okay, moving on. All right, we got the dragons first. I love you. See, this is what I like to watch at night. I'm like, put on Pink Bella or some of my favorite card readers, you know, Sandra. And I'm just sitting there going like, I'm sleeping and like they trust the content. My higher selves like won't let me listen to certain things when I go to bed. Why? The weird, strange thing with me is I am the most, not the most powerful, but when I'm in between that awake and sleep mode, anything that goes in my ear, my higher selves are watch it like a hawk. They don't let me listen about, I can't watch anything negative before I go to bed. You know, I'm a huge fan of Funimation and VRV. I watch a lot of anime. I watch Gaia, YouTube content, all kinds of cool stuff. But just pay attention why they monitor you, especially when you're going to bed. Some of you guys, when you're sleeping and your energy body's like you go from like, I'm a human to like, I'm a giant. And when I stretch, you know, my feet, you know, I'm moving my energy feet at 16, 20 feet away from my head. And their size, you know, like this big. So when you're stretching or when you're in that in-between place, that's where you want to stretch your energy arms. It's when you want to stretch your energy feet and wiggle your toes. The hardest thing for a human or us in this incarnation to figure out sometimes is to not have lag time. What's lag time? For your suit to braid with your energy body. So here's a secret. Is the music too loud? Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me good. All right, I do have to turn the music down. I'm like back here. Thumbs up, are we good on the music level? Can you hear me? Lag time. I know, I'm gonna teach you about lag time. I'm gonna teach you how to overcome lag time too. But I'll tell you why they give us lag time, okay? So, I'll close the slider just a little bit. Okay. Yay! Unicorns and dragons, oh my, let's get after it. Okay, so there's the deal about lag time. In the beginning, okay, and sleep paralysis, let's talk about this too. I had some questions. Okay, so in the beginning when you first wake up, and now listen, this is normal sleep paralysis. This isn't some half AI, half biological little gray trying to probe you. I don't know. This is like basic sleep paralysis, why you get sleep paralysis. Okay, so when I first woke up and I had 8-foot Anunnaki in an admiral's outfit in my den, I could see him as clear as day. I could see the badges in a war, he wore his full regalia. So I'm like, why do you have to like wear all your badges? And he was like probably never used to like a lower self talking to him like that. I'm like, do you have to wear all the badges? Like, I get it, you're my higher self, you gave me a thumbs up. I don't need like 5 rows of awards. Okay, maybe he was just trying to show me like he was the man. I don't know. But that was my Anunnaki. He's cool. So anyways, he brought in this little dude. Some of the best star travelers are little. And that's what he explained to me. The deep travelers, the ones that go the greatest distances or the greatest technicians, funny enough, they're really small. My 8-foot Anunnaki walked this little blue dude in. He's probably Andromedan. Little guy. He's about 4 feet tall. And I got spooked. I'm staring at this guy glowing blue. And Anunnaki's sitting there like, hey, dude, this guy's going to work on your third eye. So I'm sitting there going like, what? And the weirdest thing was, I was a little spooked. I'm not going to lie. So this is what I did, and I'm going to teach you this trick. Whenever I called down my med team, whenever I called down my Palladian to work on me, I'm laying flat in bed. I always go, hold on a second. I put both of my 3D hands under my buttocks, and I sit on my hands. Why? I'm letting them know I'm not going to swing on you. Why? Because what we don't understand sometimes is that even though we may not be able to see our energy body, anything dimensionally could definitely feel a left cross coming at you. So the last thing you want to do is swing on a nurse, swing on a doctor, or swing on one of your med team guys that are trying to work on you because you're scared. Okay? So that's a little tip from me to you. The sleep paralysis thing is it's a transitionary thing. Okay? You don't have sleep paralysis forever. Just letting you know. Maybe just activate like your right or left foot like every day and just focus it till you can like kick a little, I'm just kidding, kick them like a soccer ball. You're like, I can't see you, but I'm gonna Pele something in this room. No, just kidding. Lag time. Here's the thing about lag time. So when you guys are working out, remember the goal of working out is this. Not to mention flushing all the blood through your system, okay? We're gonna get to the cards, I promise. But this is lag time. When I was first doing activations and I would go bang and I'd try to hit something, I felt like they would bend or arc my energy around the target. The first differential was about 45 degrees off, 40 degrees off, 38 degrees off, 30 degrees off, 25, 22. Eventually you get honed in and they let you use your energy. But here's how you do it. This is fun. We can just hang out and do this all night. Have you seen what's on the boob too? I'm like, this is better than it's on mainstream. All right, here we go. I got cards. I'm excited. Okay, so I got Sage. I got all my favorite things. I got Grogu. So here's the thing about lag time. Before you can control your energy, you have lag time. So let me explain a shortcut how to actually utilize your energy body for your Reiki healers out there working on your mastery. For those that are working on, high-level telepathic abilities, telekinetic abilities, this is what I can say. If you would like to manually override your suit and go faster than what your higher selves are allotting you based upon your own due diligence, hard work, and consistency, here's one way to do that. So, when you build new muscle tissue, how do you build muscle tissue? You tear a bunch of small holes. When you're lifting weights, what are you doing? You're tearing small micro holes in your muscles, which then repair, right? And create a stronger, more muscular, let's just say it's a bicep. You're doing curls, okay? Try this though. And I've mentioned this before, but some of you guys are new. When you're doing the move, say it's a bench press, all those micro tears when you're sore on, say you're doing 5 sets of 10, last rep on the, last set of 5. When you're hurting and you're struggling, try this. Flex your heart and try to push all your golden light through the holes you just made. And from your energy body, which is usually standing behind you, I like to have my higher self spot me when I'm in the gym because most people can't spot me when the weight I'm doing, so I just have my higher self spot me. What I do is I have my higher selves braid in through those micro tears. So I weave my light body into my suit. So I just bypassed waiting for, one of your higher selves to give you the thumbs up. There is a way around that. But what does it take? Consistency and really focused training to work in the physical. Now, when you do that and you hence braid your light into the suit, your lag time decreases. They can't control that. You will get more tests the stronger you get with your light body. I have been told by my highest light, which is honestly my favorite babysitter. He really is. I love him. He puts up with all of my whining and yelling and Hulk smashing and, giving Angelic's panic attacks 24 hours a day. I love the guy. The issue is your higher selves are different. They operate differently. They have different life experience. Salt is salt and pepper is pepper. Your night side's your pepper, your light side's your salt. There's 100 billion different fractalities of light and vibration and frequency. But in this lesson, let's just keep it salt and pepper. Keep it really simple. Okay? There's love, there's fear. Okay? Or lack of love, right? What I'm getting to is when you start to get strong, that's when they turn on the dream simulation. A couple of my brothers out there, Simmons, Tony, some of my buddies from high school, I don't want to and you guys around the planet that I know personally, I've seen you guys being tested in dream time, and they're like, you're about to be unlocked. You're about to be unlocked. They're kind of bringing me in there to look at you guys and be like, guy's a super powerful light warrior, but every time, action. And one of my friends is just going ham, Not every answer is going ham, but I love watching the instant replay from my fellow light warriors out there, okay? There are some strategic things to do with your energy, not only in raising your own vibration. There's times to say something. There are times to not say something. There are times to influence the outcome of something. There are times to sit back and be patient and let whatever is unfolding do it to themselves. A lot of the stuff that we're going through in the collective of this planet it's almost like there's evidence that keeps getting stacked up higher and higher and higher and higher and higher, so that the obviousness of the illusion is falling apart and is actually forcing a mass awakening across the planet. Now, you might not agree with how they're doing it. You might have your own ideas about what would be a better way to do that. We all do. I just say that, let's have some higher self interactions, let's have some portals opening, have some dance parties. I don't know. The old story of how some of these guys do stuff is just very strange to me. Can you guys imagine having like an ET Palladian dance off? And you have like the number one dance team from Andromeda, the number one dance team from the Pleiades, and like all of us behind one team of like the humans of Earth, and it's a full-blown 5-on-5 dance off. And then you have like I don't know. There's ways to integrate for us to actually not only remember who we are, but integrate our family and our true knowingness without fear. That's why I really love the Olympics. Man, I'm rooting for any athlete out there in the Olympics, that just, we just had. I don't care what you look like, boy, girl, whatever race, I'm rooting for you because you've put so much training and hard work and dedication into something. I appreciate that. And I wish that we as a collective consciousness could kind of live almost like we're in the Olympics, not in competition, but rather we appreciate each other in a manner that shows the best of who we are as humanity. These dim lights, these 1,000 dim lights, senior, the dimmest of the dim, was their version of light at that time. What a lot of beings and timelines didn't see is us and you incarnating. It was never in their probabilities. Okay? It was never in their probabilities, ladies and gentlemen. They did not know we were coming. We were the big secret. So of course we're going to get here, remember who we are eventually. Could take us 20, 30, 40 years, 50 years. Eventually we're going to go, you know what? I remember when the sky was purple. I remember having 2 suns. I remember when that moon wasn't here. Okay? Like, I don't know what to tell you, but those memories are more vivid than this BS you're feeding me. Okay? What I'm trying to get to, everyone is going to have their own individual mass awakening. I'm here to express to you and at least share with you some of the emotions and concepts that come with that. Sometimes you might be pissed. You might be happy. You might be blissed out. You may be sarcastic. You may go into some weird place for a couple months. I'm here to tell you, been there, done that. You're going to make it out. Okay? We're in transition right now. So that's all I wanted to share with that. Okay. Call down the Lyrans, baby. My guy looks like one of the Thundercats. I'm like, I don't know, but could you help me out? He's like, what do you want me to do? Like, it's like a pro football player playing high school. I'm like, can you just like take the football and score like 5 touchdowns real quick? He's like, I could just smash. But then I got my guys that would be like, what are you doing? I mean, do you understand what non-intervention means? And I'm sitting here having a dialogue like, well, can I play stupid and you just smash on all these things? And they're like, I see where you're going with this, but, you know, please. I mean, you don't think these conversations are going on? Like, can we just take this, you know, the car keys away? I've been here long enough. You're wasting my time now. You're boring me with whatever little cloak and dagger 1955 game you're playing in your little round tables. I'm bored staring at you. That's why, there's a reason why some of you guys can't come home, okay, on the night side, and why you got dropped off here, okay? Please, when asked, try to get along with everyone else. I'd appreciate it. Because from what I saw in Dreamtime last night, I can go anywhere I want in that space. You know? Just trying to say, hey, we're stronger together. Stop all the BS. That's all I'm trying to say. You guys, face half glowing, walking through a bunch of 4D beings who aren't glowing, walking through just like, hi, hello, how are you? Right eye as dark as the abyss. Left eye, just white light coming out of my face. I don't know what you want me to do with me here. I told you we were referees. I told you we're galactic officers. I'm doing this live, broadcasting it from country to country on this planet right now. Not a story, not a comic book, not some weird Hollywood. I'm gonna tell you, nada. I'm telling you this because you guys are just like me. I'm telling you this, they're gonna speed that frequency up and they're gonna start giving you snapshots of who you really are. And when you see those things, remember, we're here to balance the entire planet, not play King Kong of some little territory or some little weird... I'm gonna drive a submarine around from the Five Finger Lakes and you're gonna see... Hey, are you like... what am I watching? Kid, hey, no. I didn't want to go into that. This pisses me off. You know what I'm talking about? This pisses me off. We're not gonna do it. We're gonna pull some cards. Dragons first. Question. Let's do a 3-card pull. First question is, what do all my friends and family and all my fellow dragons need to know for this week and following weeks leading up? What's the main information that all of my bloodline on half of my body, as I sit in here in my little hybrid chair, need to understand? And don't worry, we're going to the unicorns next, baby. I'm both, okay? All right. Show me what we need to know, us indigos, angelics, and star seeds. Okay, and I'll show you that technique one more time for the fast pull. You go like this. Okay. Left or right, first card. First card. This is what we need to know. Second question. With the diplomatic missions on this planet, how many up dimensionals does it take to plug in a light bulb? When are we going to have this solar flare activity? When are we actually going to have us who have been waiting for a decade have our dormant DNA turned on? How about some real adult questions? You ready for this one? Here we go. This is why they didn't want me to make this video. You guys, I've been like 20 little nerds just piled on me like Archon babysitters. Boom. All right. Third question for my dragons. Based on the next 100 years, do we have what is necessary to complete our mission of completely reinstating this planet? In this incarnation, do we have the genetic material, consciousness, light, and power on this planet right now to carry out our mission? Or do we need to call in some upper dimensional elders to assist in doing the job down here? Because what I'm seeing is it's going very slow. Do we need to call in reinforcements? So as a collective conscious of the planet right now, as I hold this deck, do we need to call your boss or your dad to come down here to help out throughout time and space to get this job done? No, I'm not messing around. I want to know myself. I want to watch this later and go, oh yeah, cool. Okay. Uno, dos, tres. What do we got? What do we got? Woo! Oh my God. Okay. First card. See, I'm channeling. What did I say? What was the first question? Oh, what do we need? All starseeds and angelics need to know for the week and coming weeks, right? Gathering your power. Card number 1. Gathering your power. You guys are getting over that cold? Get over it. Remove all the fear from yourselves. Understand right now we're gathering our power. All my fellow dragons out there, gather your chi, gather your power, manifest what you want, not what is being broadcast and implemented down here. Got it? All right. Number 2. What was number 2? See, I'm channeling. Well, I was like, let me tell you. Number 2 was what? Type it. Somebody. What was the second question? Come on. I love you too. I mean, I'm going to ask the questions our souls want to know. What was question number 2? Everyone just like emojiing off over here. Just love, love, love. What is it? Calling on elders. All right. Well, check this out. Defining yourself. Maybe defining that true version of yourself. Maybe the elders are already here. We're just remembering. Maybe that power is already walking the earth right now in the physical plane and is unaware of their true heritage and is unaware of their true power. Let's try that one on. All right, number 3. Do we need to call in reinforcements because some of the owner and operators of this place, kind of getting C's get degrees down here, huh? All right, not from this time. It's awkward. Okay, and the answer is completion and renewal. We will be successful. Did I ask if we would be successful? Completion and renewal. So the answer is yes. In this incarnation, we will complete our jobs. We did not come here to waste our time, and we will have it much sooner than the end of our incarnation. I'm just being honest with you guys. I want some real answers being dropped down here, and as a collective conscious of this planet, we deserve the truth. Okay? I'm tired of being baby-fed applesauce by generations who were lied to who they were. I'm done. I'm not eating your applesauce, and I ain't drinking your Kool-Aid. Okay? We've had free power since 1800s. Okay? Sorry. Do you know they have lightsaber? They have electric sword patents from the 1800s. Did you know that? Electric swords. Okay? We gave way too much power to J.P. Morgan, Rockefellers, all these nerds, Pacer. I don't know. I don't know. What are you doing? What are you doing? We're supposed to be a class 1 civilization. It's not supposed to be, it's nighttime on Sunset Boulevard for 40 years. Like, I don't know what you're doing with this planet that you don't own or everyone's leasing here. Like, I don't know why your own higher selves or father figures or offspring, wherever you come from, didn't just kind of drop some raw logic on you, and I got to sit here like your grandfather and explain it to you. Again, not for my family out there, but for the guy sitting behind the scenes that actually saw me at the party last night and go, oh, wow, that's his 3D avatar. He is actually here. Yes, I am. Knock it off. All right, next deck of cards. I want the best for all you, all you guys. I can't do the, we're this and we believe this and you're that and you guys all have that beautiful spark of creation of our creator inside of you. Please don't misuse it, okay? For whatever nerd juice they fed you when you got here, okay? And that goes for your higher selves too that may have been down here for 36,000 years doing donuts. I don't know. But so many in your stream understand. That's what I'm saying. All right. Unicorn time. All right, let's switch it up. Getting little mosquitoes are just loving these biceps, baby. You like that? Get off me. They're like, mosquito time. That's galactic juice. The mosquitoes in Sedona are strange. They look like they're drones. They're like black and white, and they're like, we're just taking a DNA sample. I'm like, calm down with the fake mosquito bugs and bugs in general. We all know they're drones. Calm down. We're not dumb, and we're not sleeping, okay? If you don't believe me, look at your cat. Your cat's broadcasting to the mothership, okay? It's not like, I'm confused. It's like, got one eye on you, like, oh, this is going viral right now, Everything's a camera down here. I love you. Unicorn, Palladian, give me some happy things, okay? I did what I had to say. Not to ruffle everyone's feathers, Is abundance on its way? And on its way, I mean within the next week and a half, you shall have your answer. And is abundance that we've been waiting for so I can start and we can start our true purpose and job for being here. Give me that card. Here we go. No more games. I got to build the cities of light. I'm tired of waiting for these little nerds to figure it out that don't even know how to build anything with their bare hands. It's the strangest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. It's like you have accountants telling you how to build cities. I don't know. Next. Okay. Abundance on its way, baby. Yeah, come down. Calm me down. I'm like a fire plug. It took a lot. My Palladian's coming down. Come down here. Come on. You can pull these. Okay, I'll wait. Hey, I won't say your name on camera. Come on. Hey. Help me out, dude. I can only pretend for so long here. I'm running out of words. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. Bang. Second question. Are the light forces kicking booty? And are we going to get our solar system back to balance, not just this planet? Because there's a lot of beings on Mars that need some assistance. Okay? Our light force is going to go ahead and balance this entire solar system. Here's a real question. Here we go. No one's asked that before. I'm like, can we just talk about some real adult things? Because I'm tired of playing in Candyland. Here we go. All right. Number 3. All right. Third question. Give me a question. I love you. Okay, here's a question. Am I going to get to go on vacation in the Pallades with my friends and family? Or it could be Andromeda. Okay, how does this sound? When my friends and family, us angelics, indigos, and crystals, are done with balancing this planet and this solar system, are we going to be able to go home to our home worlds and, live like rock stars for at least like 1,000 years? Riddle me that, Batman. Here we go. I'm saying the golden heart inside of my friends and family, if some of their night side dudes want to hang out here or go back to Betelgeuse, that's on them. I'm saying the beings that want to go to 5D and above. Is that clear enough for you? All right, here we go. Do we get to go home and go on vacay? Here it is. I'll give you your incarnation tarot. Here we go. Bang. Do we get to go home and party like rock stars and live in 5D? I mean, that's what I want. All right. We're not having that conversation. I'm dropping the card right now. All right, here we go. Okay. What was the first question? Got 5 conversations going on. Yes and beyond. Vacation. Okay, no, I got the vacation card right here. Okay. What was the first question? Come on. You guys can type. Come on, help me out here. We're dropping like, I'm cheat. We're like, this is a cheat code. I'm basically in a video game and I'm giving you guys a cheat code. This is full-blown cheat code. What do we got? First question was, are we partying in 5D? Yeah, that's the last third one. Bruh. Abundance. Oh, is abundance coming? Thank you. Answer is stability. So the stability that is necessary for us to do our job is coming. Stability is the resources necessary to do our mission. Okay? You've gone through this entire experience in 3D, picking and choosing different life paths. Okay? Picking and choosing and going through all these experiences. So when the time was right, you can't be tricked. Not gonna fall for that. I'm good. I'm gonna do it myself with my family. No, I don't want that. I'm gonna do it with, I feel like I'm gonna say that 1,000 times in business meetings. I'm like, no, I have my crew. Thank you. Bye-bye now. I don't need, I'm good. Stability. So the stability of abundance coming our way. Okay. It's a very good card, stability. All right. Everyone wants, I want the 5D party. All right. Second question was, I think we have the pattern here. Solar activation, are we going to be activated? Okay, got it. Answer is intensity. Intensity. So, intensity. So what does that mean? That's probably a very high 80-90% probability that the intensity of the frequencies on this planet and in this solar system from our loving sun, yes, are probably going to go through the roof. It's already happening right now. So the intensity is going to increase, okay? So, intensity. Woo-hoo-hoo! Bring it on. I'm like, swing away, Meryl, and light this candle. Like, I don't even know. Doing backstrokes over here. And our 5D card. Do we get to go home? Or do we have to stay down here and pretend? Are we going to go into the lot and just get in a fist fight with a bunch of ETs that are trying to keep us in stasis? I don't know, but we're like mutants down here. Good luck there, guy. Well, some of us are benching 500 pounds in 1G, you know? And the answer is simplicity. So, simplicity. What does that mean? We're probably all going to follow what we agreed to do when we got here through our own agreements. Everything is known. And the simplicity of the decision to come and help this planet, right, and our solar system is why we came, okay? It's simple. We love each other. We are here. We get to go home when we're done with this and go party together, okay? And all the cool kids, you guys are invited, okay? Those nice people. Those people like to paint, make music, high vibes. You know, just like, hey, let's just live in paradise and eat papaya. I'm going to go surfing. Deuces, I'll see you for lunch. Like, I don't know. You know, our reality does not have to be this weird nerd program created by a bunch of beings that can't do a push-up. Sorry to burst your bubble, you know? But these guys can barely do a jumping jack and they're going to tell you how to live healthily. And again, common sense just oozing out of me. Moving on. Now, the third deck. All right. Ascension Tarot by Danielle Norman. Now, I'm partial to this deck because I do have a card in this deck. However, that has nothing to do with this card pool. What are the pertinent questions that we need now? Give me some questions. Give me the most pertinent question you can ask right now. Think. I love you. When is this BS gonna end? It's hard to say that in a card. It's not numbers. You know, maybe. I don't know. Let me think here. What do we really want to know? When the doors open and the veils fall, will we be reunited with our soul family, regardless of this broken program, regardless of these poor behaved jailers and nerd species that only act in their own accordance for their own due diligence of what they need? When the walls fall, will we be reunited once again with our true soul family, our true soul to scream across this planet like a shockwave as we rise into the higher dimensions? Are we going to have that event that we've all been waiting for? First card. All about the question. Are we going to blow the roof off this little small planet doing donuts? I don't know, maybe open the veils out past Antarctica, you know? Without some nerd admiral telling me when we can do that or not. It's never his call in the first place. Stop giving your power away to people that don't even know how to, you know, what's going on in their own life. We have to stop doing that as a collective. First card. First question. Second question. For us superheroes out there, and X-Men, high angelics, could be high levels, Syrian, whatever it is. But those that are trained to monitor, observe, and adjust, will we have our time in the sun, in this incarnation, without all of this illusion, in the physical plane of existence, to actually transmit and project our true soul essence through this fake simulation matrix program? And will we have the strength together to actually blow the servers off this thing and remember a time before this fake facade ever existed? Second question. No, I'm not. I told you I wasn't messing around. That's why they had 20 archons piled on me like a sleeping party. I have things I'd like to know. You know? Some of us just want to be light. Some of us just want to explode light out of our bodies. We should never have to have permission to explode light out of our bodies. So I don't know. It's lying about who you really are. You know? Some of these beings aren't light beings. If you are one, you know you're one. I know. But they will have that consciousness soon. Okay. Light being explode. Third question. I feel like my cover is being blown. Like every card I pull, it's like, what? Wait, what? You want me to say it in star language? Make it feel like a real man. All right. I don't think we've ever done this. We've had many incarnations. I can't remember last time I was sitting here with like Baby Yoda, a crystal, and like cards. I'm like, this is what's going on. I don't know. Here we go. Third question. Is this, and are we, one of the greatest graduation classes that have ever existed to walk this earth? Are we the true embodiment of the strongest in the flesh, in this physical characterization, this physical plane? Are we going to come together and forgive ourselves for past trials, tribulations, wars? Are we going to be the graduating class that fixes this timeline that has been tried to be fixed thousands of times and failed? Is this the generation that does it? Are you one of those beings that will write their name on, will have their own plaque when they go home, will earn that rainbow ribbon? Are you one of them? Are you one of us? This is the timeline of all timelines. We are these characters. The only illusion is this little thing that we wear every day. Our energy is that catalyst of change. We are the emissaries of change for this universe. Is this the right class, and are we those beings? I already know the answer to it, but I'm going to ask. I want to see what you say. Earth's impossible. No one can do it. I'm like, really? Call your grandpa. All right. Or grandma. Call your elders. Here we go. Uno, dos, tres. Let's go. All right. Help me out again. You know how this works. What was the first question? Second question, third question. Look, see, that turns into like a scholastic situation. There's a to and fro. Okay? I'm interacting with you. Okay. First question was, is this the usually uplifting our soul family? Okay. What was the first question? The event. Now we're into the tarot. 1, 2, 3. We got the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands for that answer. And you guys that do card readings across the planet that are watching this right now, the Seven of Wands means in tarot, go ahead and punch it in right now on Facebook or on YouTube. I'm going to look it up. I am not 100% sure. I can tell you this interpretation of this card, but I would like to know myself. Seven of Wands. What do we got? Here we go. Seven of Wands. You are being spiritually challenged and tested by the universe and potentially by the people that surround you. Do you have the strength to keep going? Do you believe in what you are fighting for? In order to move further in your ascension process, life will throw situations at you that will test you. Is what you are working on really what you want? Prove it. Is what you have created been produced with rock solid foundations, or will it crumble when the times get tough? Overcome the hurdles that put in front of you. Protect what you have created. Surround and picture yourself in a glass of pink protective light. Affirm that you are protected. I mean, I think that pretty much states like everything that we're going through right now on Earth. All right? Couldn't have said it better myself. Seven of Wands, baby. Second card. All right. Second question was, we get back up every time. They can't take us out. We're insanely, light beings will explode. Okay, second question. And we got the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. I want to know what this is. Will us as light beings be able to explode our light like sonic booms across this planet and stop playing around with all this mumbo jumbo, no one knows who they are. Okay, here we go. 8 of Swords. Shockwaves. If you know that, write it down too. All right. 8 of Swords. Your thoughts are the only thing trapping you from moving forward towards transformation and enlightenment. You have created this victim mindset within yourself that you are holding onto so dearly. But if you took a multitude of paths that surround you, you would see that you have the freedom to transform. If you change the way you think, then you'll be able to change your life. Your belief systems, ladies and gentlemen, become those beings which walk the earth. Become those light beings. Let's go. Couldn't have said it better. You hold the key to your own enlightenment. Choose the right path. Okay. Or hang out with us because we're on the freeway, baby. I'm not on a footpath. I ain't riding a donkey. We're going 120 miles an hour in the fast lane, and I'm just going, get out of the way. Pandemic bullshit, get out of the way. You know, we got a timeline to keep. Come on. All right. And the third question. The third answer. This is so much fun. I'm just getting eaten a lot. All right. Do it for you, though. I'll do it for you. Okay. Third question was, in this, and we are the greatest. Thank you. See, look, you guys are ready now. See this? We help each other. Is this the greatest class of all time? Keep this real. Here we go. That's including your parents, your grandparents, your kids. Is this it? Here we go. Not to step on your higher selves' toes, who was like, 5,000 years ago, I was a big deal. I'm like, you know, it's a different place now, guy. Calm down there. We got planes. We're moving around quick. All right. And the answer is 18, the moon. Are we the greatest class? All right. Let's see what this says. 18, the moon. I feel something good. 18, the moon. The sun. Here we go. The moon. Connect to your intuition and regain balance where it is needed. The subconscious mind has the answers that you seek, but beware of the illusions that surround it. Figure out what is right for you. The light side and the night side present itself in a way that make you believe in the falsity of it. Get grounded. Dance with your energy. Find sanctuary in your magical abilities. Flow with the energy from the lunar cycle. So what does that mean to me? Choose your polarity. And as we all know, yes, we are that graduating class. What are we trying to figure out? Which polarity you're going to rock. Are you the greatest night side being of all time or the greatest light being of all time? Or are you that gray Jedi that sits in the middle that can go at any time who actually maintains balance? Me personally, I'd much rather be living La Vida Loca with you guys, kicking it on a beach somewhere, you know? Pet horses. I want some pet sheep and some pet goat. Like, I'm a little goat that I want to name like Alexander or like J-Dog, you know? And I'm like, who's that? I'm like Alexander, get over here. And it's like, it's a little like goat that like, I want all kinds of fun animals. I want to take care of the planet. I want to be a steward. I want to go and get on my dive boat and go cut plastic off turtles. I just want to do things. I want to be like, my whole purpose and what really makes me happy is like saving others. But really, like, imagine you're a turtle and you're upside down, you're about to drown, and you're like, God help me, bro. And, you know, this beautiful mermaid or like one of you guys or me, we're jumping in the water. And I'm like, I'm coming, bro. I got you, you know, and the thing's drowning. You're just cut. There's something about being that version of us. I love that version of you. It's nothing more in that life or death moment. Like, someone comes and saves you. Because let me tell you something. My angels and my higher selves came to save me. They pulled me out, okay? And if we did that for each other, can you imagine the world we would live in? If we all saved each other and worked together. Oh my God, bro. You want to create a bond with somebody, you want to create a best friend, where'd you guys meet? Oh, we were on that humanitarian project. I met the love of my life. She was there, and we were saving dolphins together, and I just knew she was the one. I mean, that's where you want to meet somebody, not in a bar downtown. Come on. We are the change on this planet, okay? So what they were telling me too when I pulled that card was, remember, son, it's choice. They have to choose what polarity they want to rock. And like, again, ladies and gentlemen, that is your choice. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your choice. You know what I mean? Whatever you want. My only expression to you is this. The closer you hang out in the middle, the less collateral damage you got to clean up later. And that's coming from a general to a normal civilian. The least amount of collateral damage and the maximum experience that you can ascertain is a level of enlightenment, and how you can learn and grow very quickly by having many friends who share their whole life with you in one, round table of coffee and tea. And you share your differences, you share your experiences, you share your life. In that way, we can copy and paste what works and what doesn't work very, very, very quickly. I can tell you, that's how we learn together as a collective consciousness. We are all fractals of each other. We are all one. And my name is Rion, and thanks for hanging out on our evening tea here in Sedona. It's a beautiful sunset. What's up, Australia? I hope I'm on time now. It's Monday, but I love you. With that, ladies and gents, these are in the shopping cart and they're fire. That's why, tarot readings. Get your cards. Say you're doing a 3-card spread for a client, or you're doing cards for yourself. Clear the deck. That's how you clear a deck. Cleared. Some people knock on it, they do all this stuff. My thing is that put your card clearer or your diamond deck, right? Oracle diamonds, boom. So as you're doing this deck and pulling cards, this one's already clear. By the time you switch, you're done. The reason is when you're doing many card pulls, and just like you guys witnessed just now, sometimes you guys pull cards and so much information flashes through your consciousness, you might forget. What was the question? What did they ask? What was the parameters of it? Anything to help you with your clarity and anything to help your higher selves assist with what card you want. Okay? These are what these things look like in 3D. I have no idea what these things look like in 5. This could be like little glowing orbs, like the magician spheres on the cards. I don't know. This is 3D. They look like this, okay? But the rest of our stuff. And the Saint Germain cross is up in the shopping cart too. And with that, Yodi, with your swag, look at that swag. I love you. Did you have fun? All right. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you guys to know I love you very, very much. Until next week, we have a lot of information, a lot of things to share. You guys feel free to share this video. I've been kind of pumping the brakes on sharing. I love you guys. I just do this for my family because I love you very, very much. We're all on the same page. Abundance is on its way. We are that graduating class. And yes, our belief system dictates the amount of light that we can emanate through our field and through this consciousness. I am Rion. You guys have a blessed week. Peace. All right, all right, all right. We love you. Bye-bye, YouTube. Peace.